Did you just give me the clap?
Yep.
That didn't come out right.
Oh, here we go. Hermit's back, guys. Well, kind of. Alright, good afternoon, YouTube. Third face of the yellow today. I finally talked to Hermit to climb out of his camper, or double wide or single wide. I can't even tell what it is anymore. But we came out to a place that shall not be named. Apparently something about a beta and a two-stroke got us out today.
I'm gonna say there's a trail over here.
Alright.
No point in making a video on a dirt road, that's stupid.
There's a CBS miss. Oh, fuck. Woo! It's okay, I'm just laying down. You alright? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, shit. Oh. Chill. Oh. It's like...
What are you saying about coherency and talking and...
Yeah, I already lost it.
What were you saying? Go ahead, tell us again, right now, tell us.
I was saying that I can't talk and ride, and I have to do easy stuff because I'm dumb. That's why.
That didn't make any sense.
Thank you. I appreciate
It's
that.
also a misnomer, because I just had lunch with you and you were more coherent there when you were on the motorcycle.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, you know, I was technically born with Down syndrome.
Were you?
Don't be... Yeah, I
that.
tested positive for it. So,
really?
You know?
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're a hermit. I don't think you have a whole lot of roommates out here. I mean, you're like the socially unaccepted people in the society, right?
Yep.
That's okay, though. Anyways, back to the beta life. I've got 500 miles on this thing, and it's finally broken. It's gotten to a point where even Hermit can stand the stiff suspension because it's kind of loosened up a little.
I think my battery's about to die.
Is it really? Already?
Yeah, I got one more, but it probably will die just as fast.
I've got 2 extra.
Okay.
Okay. Well, is that actually dead, or is it about to die?
Well, my red light's blinking, and I don't remember if it's always on or if it blinks.
Oh, it blinks.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine then.
Okay, never mind.
Were you saying
Right.
something?
Oh, God. Man, I keep getting distracted. Beta. So this bike is absolutely awesome. So pretty much my review right here is if you have $10,000, stop watching this and go buy one. Like, there's about nothing you can go wrong with on this unless you're a motocross racer, in which case I've got no room to talk about it, nor do I care about you. We'll start out with, like I always do with these reviews, the power of the bike. So Beta does not list any sort of horsepower or torque figure for any of their bikes, which, you know, it's fine because most of the ones that do list it is all bullshit anyway. So if I had to guess by seat of the butt how much power this has, definitely more than a DRZ 400 if we're gonna go start at that mark. And I would say it's got more than a big bore kit DRZ. So like a 434 with a pumper car. But can't really talk what else to that, except that this bike, the 390 specifically, is stroked, which means it's got a really long bore stroke, and it's all about its low end torque, not really its horsepower. So if you're looking at Beta and you're trying to choose between the 350, 390, 430, and 500, you go with the 350 if you really like that high-powered top-end feel. You go with the 390 if you like to lug in really low RPMs and up stuff, kind of like the DRZ chugging kind of feel. The 430 feels like a 450 race bike, and the 500 is honestly a good compromise between them all because its power is controllable, but there's a lot of it. Go down this ridge a little bit. What are your thoughts on the power, Mr. Hermit?
I like it. You know, like I don't care so much about power of bikes so much as I care about power band, or we'll say usable power.
That's fair.
And I like that on that bike because I could lug down low and it didn't feel like it was going to get away
that's true. That's my latest change to the beta is I put a little bit taller gear on it.
Yeah, but I'd say like for this kind of ride, the kind of riding we do, like you need a certain amount of power. You know, you need probably what you get out of like a 300 4-stroke. And then after that, it's there's other things that are more important, like the weight of the bike and the suspension and yada yada.
Yep. And we'll segue onto the suspension. So at first, everybody online, of course, recommends that you wait until this bike's got at least 30 hours on it before you touch the suspension, because everywhere says that the suspension's really stiff, and they're right. When I first got on this and I was riding it, it felt pretty harsh, but when you hit stuff hard, it never actually felt harsh or deflected. So now that it's got about 35 hours on it and 500 miles, the suspension feels great. It's really well dampened and stuff. I've yet to mess with it. Hermit and I, since Hermit's got more experience messing with suspension stuff than I do, we might find some time to do a suspension video. But as it sits, this bike is very compliant over just about anything. When you hit stuff hard, it doesn't deflect, the front end absorbs it, pretty much does everything you want it to do, and that actually is one of my favorite things about this bike, more so than the power of the motor or anything else, is that I can just plow over stuff without worrying about where the front wheel's going to go. It's kind of like the suspension's in tune with your brain or something. Alright, Hermit, your turn.
Well, you're not wrong. First time I rode that bike, I don't know, it's kind of like you're about on a date with a girl who's like, man, she's really fun, and then you realize halfway through the date, she's trying to kill me, ain't she? It's kind of like that experience, and like part of that was the harsh suspension, and part of that was that twitchy throttle, and I kind of came off the bike not crazy about it, because I just thought it was trying to kill. I spent my whole time just trying not to die instead of enjoying riding it. But today I rode it, and it's better. I think it could still be a lot better. But I can tell it's a good suspension, because I'm used to riding these crappy old 20-year-old bikes, and that suspension with really nothing done to it, I can tell it could get a lot better than any bike that I got.
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about that, because like I've never tried the suspension, and I'm honestly used to a DRZ 400 from freaking 12 or however many years ago that bike is old, and I never touched it really at all except for changing the fork oil.
Yeah.
So another thing that I don't normally talk about these bikes when I buy them is the stock tires. These are probably the best stock tires I've bought on any dual sport, and these are Michelin Enduro mediums. They are actually pretty good for the type of riding out here in the, I guess, Colorado vicinity of things. It's very vague because Colorado's kind of big, but yeah, these tires, honestly, they kind of continue to surprise me. I like the front a lot more than I do the back, but out of any stock tire, these are actually usable. You can buy this bike right off the showroom floor, and it's extremely, you don't have to go throw new tires on it. You can burn through these, I guess, depending on how psychotic or hard of a rider you are, I guess.
Alright,
but
you gotta talk about my favorite part about that bike.
What, the seat?
The weight.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. We'll get to the seat later, though.
Yeah,
we'll get to the seat. The weight. Okay, so Beta lists this bike at a nice 241 pounds without fuel.
Really, that heavy?
Yeah,
oh, that
very heavy.
Way lighter, man.
Yep. So I think it's because they put that weight down low. It feels good, but nonetheless, with fuel, it probably weighs about 250 pounds. And it doesn't feel like it. I mean, to me, it feels really light just because I'm used to a DRZ anyway, but this bike, genuinely, it's nimble, it's light. I've now dropped it and picked it up a few times. It is like a godsend compared to dropping a DRZ.
So wait a minute, that's like a feature for you, is how hard it is to pick the bike up when you drop it?
That is a genuine feature for me, yes.
Only you, man.
I mean, you may not be wrong about that, but hey, I picked up the DRZ a lot. Hit this with some speed. Don't die, don't die. Go left. gear I'm in, but it doesn't sound like it.
You're in third.
Yeah, that does feel like third. And that's what I love about this bike, is that no matter what gear you're in, it'll do it until it stalls. Is that any bike, or is that specific to certain things?
Well, that bike's got like a lot of range. When I was riding that bike, I do most of the stuff in second. I could tell I could have done it in first and I could have done it in third. And wouldn't have stalled, wouldn't have over revved. It's like every gear has like a lot of range into the next gear.
So with that, we'll move on to the gear spacing. So this bike has a beautiful gearbox. Like, it's everything that you'd want a DRZ to be. That's how I pretty much describe this bike, but it's got 6 gears, but they're all extremely usable. In the stock gearing with the front 15 smooth sprocket, it is way over geared. Now I suspect that that gear only exists because of California. This bike is definitely meant for the 13 tooth front. So if you buy one of these, definitely just put the 13 on and call it a day, because even in 6th gear with this 13 in it, you still get about, heck, you can do 70 comfortable, 75. Hell, a little peaky, but it's not terrible. Oh, should not have got into that.
Yeah, I couldn't decide whether to go in the rut or out the rut. So I put my front tire out of the rut and my back tire in the rut.
Is that better or worse?
That's the worst of all worlds, actually.
Okay. Okay. Alright. That was more interesting than I thought this was going to be. I swear I've ridden this before, but maybe not this direction. Whew. I'm going to knock y'all guys out with my ghetto camera mounting. A little bit of a drop.
I'm just going to let you go ahead a little bit.
Yeah, I'd rather not get a Hermit sandwich right now.
Yeah.
Or you just run me over, that works too, because I'll drop it, you'll run me over, and you can say the KDX killed somebody.
Yeah. Alright, so speaking of killing people,
Oh no.
you gotta stop comparing that thing to the DRZ 400, because I don't think like the same people are gonna buy it.
Yeah, maybe.
And they're not that comparable. Like that back there, your beta, that's like trying to kill somebody with a scalpel, and the DRZ is like trying to kill somebody with a hatchet.
A little technical rocky stuff.
Oh boy. I'll just wait till you get up to your top there, and then I'll take a shot at this.
This trail got way more interesting than I planned for this video.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's a rock up to the top. Don't hit it too hard.
Thanks.
So you're not wrong, the DRZ may be a bad comparison. I started out there because this is a 390 and that's a 400, and technically speaking new, the DRZ is almost $7,000, but and you can get an 18 or 17 for about that price used of the betas. How you doing back there?
No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So much easier to ride a KDX that has an exhaust valve that opens.
Yeah, that would have been real fun.
Yeah.
So, alright, we've talked about suspension, engine. What else we got? Oh, weight. We talked about that a little bit.
Okay, now I told you, don't compare it to DRZ.
Right.
We're not going to do that anymore, right?
Alright.
Okay.
That's fair. I'll refrain from that.
Okay, now the seat in that thing is worse than a DRZ.
Okay. Yeah, that's... yeah, okay. That's pretty accurate. The seat on this, for somebody like me who weighs like maybe 160 pounds wet, it's okay for short periods of time. But if you're doing anything that's like 100-mile days or anything like that,
Or if you're a fat old guy.
yeah, that works too, then this will be miserable. But if you're not, Seat Concepts makes some really good seats for it, which Hermit thinks are ugly. I think they have to be better, but there are other options too. So Hermit had mentioned that you could like buy one of those Seat Concepts and put the foam on the shock seat and rewrap it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But I like the Seat Concepts foam more than any other foam. I just don't like how the seats get wide in the back, because every time I ride them I feel like I'm wearing an adult diaper. So I'd probably like get a Seat Concepts padding, and then I'd shave the edges off and put it under a stock seat cover. That's just me. I think I'm weird by the way though.
Yeah, otherwise there are options, and I would say the Seat Concept seats for these bikes are no more expensive. Because I know some people worry about accessories being more expensive on the Beta since they're a smaller production bike, but I found that to be not the case. In most cases, I found that most of the parts of this bike are less than a KTM or Husqvarna equivalent, so. And that could be that they are a small company trying to be competitive. But yeah, totally, if you're going to do long days or long dual sports, definitely, you're going to want a seat. Also, we'll move on to my next biggest gripe that I have about this bike. The stock gas tank size is pitiful for a bike that only gets like 40 miles to the gallon.
And it's a dual sport, right? It's a dual sport.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, the gas tank is something that I think Beta tried to address with the new 2020 models. They're giving people, I think, 2.6 gallon tanks, which is a little better, but not good enough. I honestly think that Beta should just sell these bikes with the IMS 3 gallon tank. I think they should just do it. Like, this bike it'll get 45 to 50 if you're doing kind of light stuff, but if you're kind of hard riding, you're going to get under 40 miles to the gallon. So yeah, you need a bigger tank when you buy this bike. If you buy this from whatever dealer, work a deal in for them to order you a tank from IMS for $100 off. IMS will do it for any other dealers. I already talked to them about it. I'm going to have a cool video about IMS giving me a 4 gallon tank a little later on. But yeah, at most on the stock tank, I would only feel comfortable going about 80 miles at most after the engine's broken. I ran out of gas at 75 miles when the bike was brand new.
Oh, you ran out of gas, huh?
I did, yes.
I wouldn't have guessed that by how much you insist that everybody needs a bigger tank.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. There's the sarcasm we all miss and love, everybody.
Yeah, that thing sounds great. It sounds like an angry bull.
Yeah, the stock exhaust on this is probably the best stock exhaust of any bike you'll buy.
Go ahead, flip that throttle one more time for me. Okay, do it when you're facing a corner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that just feels, it sounds good, it feels good. FMF does make aftermarket exhaust, but I think the stock exhaust is fine. I'll never change it.
No, it sounds great. I can't tell, it looks like it's light. You don't need more power in that bike. Like,
yeah,
just keep the exhaust.
Yep. And that's what makes this bike great, is out of the box. Like, for those that don't want to customize or buy new stuff or change exhaust, this bike's fantastic. I haven't found anything that really needs to be changed out of the box, except for maybe some suspension settings.
No, plus the way they sell Betas, if you want something that's unique and customized to you, you can just check some boxes and get that from Beta.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next one I was going to talk about is you can build your own bike from Beta directly. Basically, that means whatever suspension setup you want, or whatever you want on the bike, they do for you. And that includes KYB suspension, that includes the SAC suspension, and there's one more I can't remember the name of, but they even put your own nameplate on it and engrave it. So, like, where the VIN goes on this bike, you'll have your name engraved on a plate. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so...
Well, but then, like, if your name is Bob, you can only sell it to a guy named Bob.
I guess that would also be true. I put something really obscene on it so my wife could never make me sell it. Okay. Suspension, seat. Oh, let's talk about the beta experience. So I had the good fortune of talking to what is it, Beta of America CEO or whatever he is. His name's Tim. About the bikes before I bought it. So he responded to my email, just a regular person emailing the guy, being like, "Hey, I'm interested in your bikes, or my buddy has one. Yeah, well, how do you guys support your bikes and whatnot?" He talked to me at great length about how if they have any problems, they'll take care of it. Even out of warranty, there are some times that if it's a known issue, Beta will take care of you. So I really liked that they called and talked to me and were very personable from the company at the top. That actually put a pretty big impression as to why I bought the bike. Not many companies will take their time out of the day to talk to you.
He probably thought you were the fair face, not a fair face.
Yeah, it's probably true. Nonetheless, buying from a Beta dealer. Alright. So we'll back to 637.
Yeah.
So buying from a Beta dealer, they were really knowledgeable too. Pretty much everybody at the Beta dealer owned Betas themselves. They stood by it, and they were more than willing to let me try all the models, and it's almost like a little cult. They're like all trying to talk you into Betas, but they gave me a good deal. I would say good deals will depend on your dealer directly, of course. But I guess we're coming up with some ATV traffic. Overall, though, the Beta experience so far has been good. I haven't had any issues with the bike mechanically, so I haven't had to work with Beta directly. But if that changes, we'll of course be updating that, because there's not a lot of normal people I feel like that ride these bikes that post videos. Anytime I look for a Beta video, it's some dude racing it.
So you're saying people who buy Betas are weird?
Yeah, I mean, or they're just snobs, I guess.
Okay.
Here, let's see if we can cut this guy. Thanks, bro. That kind of brings me to the next point, is like, who really buys this bike? I would say anybody that has 10 grand can buy this bike.
Oh yeah, that many people.
I mean, hey, don't judge me.
You know how many people watching your video are like, man, that's a lot of beer.
You're not wrong, especially when I could have just kept my DRZ that's been paid off for the past, 5 years.
Yep.
But what is the beautiful thing about this is it's fuel injected, and being a new bike, you don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about a carb going all weird on me at the end of a winter. I don't have to worry about blowing fork seals on my 30-year-old bike. Alright, this is a pretty view.
I know this spot.
I do too.
Me and CDS Dollar had some very nice moments at this spot. I call him fat, he'd call me old. That's about it.
Okay, good. I thought we were getting weird there for a second. I was about to have to call Miss Stacy. Then again, she might not mind.
She knows both are true. You know what though? He's getting older, but I'm getting older and fatter, so I think pretty soon he's gonna have me.
He's already peaked out on that, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
He's already got me. He's already a better specimen than I am.
I mean, I just broke 32 inches on my waist, and I'm already freaking out.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, another thing I'll talk about the beta is the seat height. So probably the only reason why I didn't buy another expensive orange or blue and white bike is because I'm short. Okay, so seat height. Basically, this bike I bought because its seat height is exactly the same as the DRZ, which albeit is not a short bike, but is also not KTM or Husqvarna tall. So I think, if memory serves, that equates to being 35.9 inches, just about 36 inches exact for seat height. Whereas most of the Huskies and stuff are all 37. And yes, I know, you can put a lowering link, you can get a shorter seat, yada yada yada. But lowering links, I think, have kind of bad side effects.
Yeah, lowering link's like a last resort. Like first,
And
shave the seat, push the forks down a little bit maybe, and then if that doesn't work, buy a entirely different bike, and then if that doesn't work, would use lowering links.
Yeah, pretty much where I was at. So this bike fit the bill for being able to get on it without looking like a complete and total
Without looking
jackass.
like a dog in front of a fire hydrant.
I mean, yeah, I'll talk about my gripes, which we kind of talked about one already, which is the seat, but my other gripe about this bike is the kickstand. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but it's kind of like failed in execution. The kickstand is really short, so the bike leans over more, and I think that helps short people get on the bike. And I would agree it does help a little bit, but it sucks because if you lean it really over hard on an embankment, or if you're on a hill or, you know, dirt things, it becomes extremely difficult for me to get that bike back up all the way. That's a short people problem. The other thing is the kickstand is really pointy. So if I'm on hard pack and normal stuff that I ride here in Colorado, it's fine. But if it's soft, muddy, wet, loose gravel, this thing just sinks. I gotta find a rock or something to stick underneath it to keep it from falling over. And I guess this is a problem with a lot of your, I guess we'll say European dual sports or motorcycles in general, I guess.
Get that. Like, Bane's been making that stupid kickstand for like a long time. It's not hard to fix. You know, it's like one piece of metal. It's not hard to change what that is. It's not going to affect anything else on the bike.
Well, what makes me even more mad is that they actually make a low-weight billet kickstand that has a bigger foot peg on it and everything, so it doesn't sink. How much? Beta.
Just like put that on the bike. I don't get it.
Yeah, beta. So I don't know. I don't get it either. So I think they fixed that for 2020, but
been like
that's
this
not
for like
for sure
5 years.
yet because I don't have one. Yep. So they do also make a kit where you can drill the bottom of the foot stand and strap a metal plate to it, and that'll fix your problem too.
It was like 5 years ago. But they were like 500,000 kickstands, and they came in wrong, and they're like, "Oh crap, what do we do now? Like, it's non-refundable." I don't know. I guess we're just gonna use them.
Thanks, go. One more. I'm just skirting by. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Like, I don't know if somebody made a mistake there, but I think that the customers have spoken and it's changed. So I like that. I also really like that about Beta is they make some pretty good changes every year. They don't just leave it being the same bike for 20 years.
I think it's faster than me.
But yeah, so Beta, they change their bikes a lot based off customer feedback, and that's one thing I like about the company too, because you know, the complaints of the customers constantly improve these bikes, and I think that's why this bike is as good as it is. Alright, you got any other gripes about this bike, Hermit?
No, nothing comes to mind, nothing significant. Alright, you ready to end your beta your YouTube video?
Hey, we get money all somehow, don't judge me. Well, yes, Hermit's correct. I'm gonna stop talking and babbling, but I like to do pretty in-depth videos because pretty much every other review video on the betas is like, look at how big my balls are and how fast I can ride this bike. So, y'all have a good one. Get out and do some riding. Don't move to Colorado, and I'll see you later.
All the good tube viewers always make people write a comment before they sign up. You gotta do it. Okay, so you know how you can engrave whatever you want from the factory? down
Yep.
what they would have engraved. I would have Hermit for King engraved. Just because I like the fact that like 50 years
yep.
from now that bike's still going to be around, someone's going to be riding it, and they're going to have it on the side of it. I'm like, what the hell does this mean?
Alright, well you heard the Hermit. Comment down there with what you would put on your custom beta nameplate. Alright, fair face out, y'all have a good one.